Hello and welcome to YCFT. We've been doing this for 2 years now.
Yeah.
We're at the end of year 2, although I missed it again.
Yeah.
I did this last year, I got
Really?
the date wrong, and we ended up doing it like a week or two after, so it was actually like a week ago. Well, it's been a great year. We've loved this year. I think some of my favourite videos have been this year. Our best performing videos have been this year, and it's kind of mad to think that at the end of the year 1, we'd only just crossed 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
We had the goal of 500, which is if anyone's kept up with our other update videos, we passed that. We then passed 1,000. And as it currently sits as of this recording, we're up to 1,244, which is
guys.
mad. Yeah, thank you. Like,
thank you very much.
Insane. And one thing that we've kind of noticed over the last year, we still don't understand what videos are going to perform well and what ones aren't going to perform well. The algorithm makes no sense to us.
Like, what's our top 5?
Our top 5 are Salem's Lot 2004, which is just shy of 10k views, which is also nuts. That one also a ton of comments on it, which is amazing. Some positive. A lot of people really do not like that miniseries. That's one thing I learned from that.
Our most popular video is ironically about a very unpopular miniseries.
Yeah, I also think like out of those 3 we did, the whole Salem's Lot trilogy.
Oh yeah, yes.
That one, it was my least favourite out of the 3 because
we were filming it around this time at night.
We filmed 8 videos over a weekend. I was very proud of it.
Yes.
But I personally preferred the other 2. I'm still extremely happy with it. Just when I watch it, I'm like, that's a tired man. So yeah. Then in second place, we have the first Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
At around 2k. There's recently a tied third place for The House on Haunted Hill, full commentary, and The Woman in Black.
They're neck and neck at the minute.
The 80s miniseries versus like the more recent film. And below that is another tie between The Howling and Scooby-Doo Camp Scare. Apart from those first 2,
there is no correlation.
There's no correlation
between any of those videos, and I think we always strive to get a nice mix of old and new, big mainstream films and little weird obscure films. Like we did films like Madman, and then we do a film like The Conjuring, and we always try and have that nice mix. But there is no rhythm to it. There's no method.
No rhyme or reason.
There's no. In terms of what's popular, it turns out it's a nice little mix. So yeah, you guys are like keeping us on our toes a little bit. Yeah.
On the topic of Madman, there was one we did either the week before and or the week after, which I really really liked, which was The Burning. I was very proud of that one. So what would you say your top 3 videos are that we've done over the last year?
Oh my god, that's hard. That's really really hard. Like favourites, just in terms of like the research element. I got very giddy when we were doing the Haunted Mansion, the comparison. That was a very recent one. I loved that. I was also very proud of the Ghostwatch one that we did. Again, that was quite fairly niche, and I really enjoyed the research element too. It was a lot of fun seeing your reaction to watching that for the first time. And I guess going back, so I'm going to go more than 3, unfortunately, sorry. But I really love The Woman in Black. That, again, just in terms of research, was a lot of fun. One of my favourite horror stories. And I'm quite proud because a lot of the comments that we've had from that seem to be, praising us for the fact that we've actively made the comparison of different adaptations and different source materials of it. And there's not a lot of videos out there on The Woman in Black too. And it's hard when you are a horror YouTube channel to kind of carve a little niche and do something a little bit different. And I feel like we kind of inadvertently succeeded with Woman in Black. And then beyond that, I'm very proud of Let the Right One In. I thought that was a great video. And yeah, there's lots. There's lots.
Yeah. Any more you want to point out?
Oh, I was very proud of Ghost. Again, it was a little bit hit and miss in terms of how popular it was going to be. We were initially a bit worried if there was going to be backlash because it's not necessarily an outright horror movie. And we were a little bit daring, but personally, that's a very important film for me. So I'm really happy we did it, and it got a nice response as well. Little Shop of Horrors was great. I had a lot of fun time doing that. So yeah, I think they're probably my favourites.
One I really liked about particularly the Little Shop of Horrors is the approach we took for theatrical cut versus director's cut.
Yeah.
Which that I quite enjoyed. So my favourites. Probably the first Salem's Lot one.
Okay.
I was incredibly happy with that one.
Yeah.
The Burning,
Burning
I
was
previously
great.
mentioned. I just really enjoyed, because we only discovered that film this year and just had
we
a ton of
fell in love
fun
with
watching it.
Yeah.
And again, researching it. The Howling.
Yeah, that was great.
I hadn't revisited that film in such a long time that I just had a ton of fun watching it. And if I'm thinking from like a technical standpoint, because obviously I'm the one that films them and edits them.
Yeah.
I like this. I personally think that they currently look better and sound better than they did when the channel started, which you'd like to think.
Yeah.
Going all the way back to we rewatched Woman in Black recently because we had a few comments on it that needed addressing. God, I was the colour. I can't deal with the colour and grading.
Evolved.
But I was quite happy with how it sounded. I liked seeing the evolution, and one side of the evolution I've really enjoyed is having our little animated avatars.
Yeah.
They gave us so much more
freedom
to do reviews. You know, we both work full-time jobs.
Yes.
Like, this is just this is a hobby, and if we're going to get like both cameras out, lights, everything, we're not going to be able to get reviews out within an appropriate amount of time. But if we can just get home, get a microphone out, record it, and then animate to it, I can usually get them out much quicker. But also moving from, so we've done 4 commentary tracks now.
Yeah.
We've done 4 commentary videos now. We had House on Haunted Hill and Little Shop of Horrors, the original one, which were, filming us reacting to the entire movie.
An actual commentary.
An actual commentary track. But having the animated characters meant that when we moved on to City of the Dead and more recently Night of the Living Dead, we could take more of a host approach. So have them introduce the movie, let the movie play out without any interruptions, dip in with a little bit more commentary, facts, go back. I much preferred.
Same.
It's simpler to record. There's way more work in post, but I think it just makes for a more watchable.
It's a more watchable experience.
Yeah.
And I agree. I as much as I loved, watching House on Haunted Hill, I could watch that movie all day long, and doing Little Shop of Horrors, I did feel a little bit of pressure to think of things to say as we were watching it to keep it entertaining for people. So yeah, it's like the new horror hosting process. It takes the pressure off us a little bit as well.
Yeah.
And I guess the only downside is they are longer videos to edit, but overall it's more of like a streamlined watching experience.
Editing the ones when we were just doing the commentary track was a breeze. But for most of the animated guys, I do just have like preset animations for them that I always tweak. So it's just a case of like matching them up. So yeah, I've really enjoyed using them, and I don't think they're going to overtake all reviews. Yeah. No, not us, definitely not us in general. I probably have to start doing some facial animations for that to work. What I mean is, all of our last few brand new reviews have been animated, but I don't think all of them are going to remain that way. There's a couple coming up that I think might benefit more from us sitting on it for a little bit and getting the cameras out, kind of like what with Evil Dead Rise, which I really enjoyed. Is that our most popular review? I think so. This year, that just kind of blew us away a little bit. You know, like reviews do okay, but by definition alone, they're not like the most watched videos. Yeah, we always like last year we had Alligator, which really surprised us. Alligator smashed it. We had another one this year that really surprised us, and it was Chopping Mall. Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a really good one. Obviously, Stephen King has done very well for us again this year. It did really well in the first year. Salem's Lot did very well this year. So we have decided that next year we're going to do Pet Sematary. Yes, that's our next project. It was a toss-up between that and The Shining. Pet Sematary won out. Yeah, so that's going to, if all goes to plan, first video will be a versus for the original film versus the remake. We'll do a second video on the sequels, and then another video on the recent prequel. We are also planning another project, like a bigger project. Like we want to dip into older films a lot more, which we do every now and then. Like I always enjoy doing like Creature from the Black Lagoon. We've only got one. We've only got one more of those to go. We do, yeah. We've recently been purchasing the Hammer Horror Draculas, like the Christopher Lee ones, on, like I say, on Blu-ray. So we decided that maybe it might be interesting to do like a couple of videos on those, on how they evolved, and then maybe we could do one on the Universal ones as well. But next year we're going to start with Hammer, in particular the storyline that starts with Christopher Lee's Dracula and Peter Cushing's Van Helsing. Yeah. All the way through to, was it the Seven Circles or something like that? There's quite a lot of them. There's quite a few of them. They go from like the early 60s into the mid 70s. Start in the late 50s.
It spans a lot. The first Dracula was 58.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well.
It spans a lot of time.
Listen, we've been acquiring them. We've started the research for that, and I'm excited to do that next year.
Toe back into Hammer again, because it's been a while.
I'm also quite excited for our Valentine's Day one.
Oh, I love the Valentine's Day themed horrors, because they're few and far between, so we have to think very creatively at that time of year, and I am so excited.
Yeah, we've picked Once Bitten, which was Jim Carrey's first leading role, where he is basically like sought after by this
seductress vampiress.
Yeah, she calls herself the Countess, and she goes after him because he's a virgin.
Yeah,
it's a ton of fun. I can't wait to rewatch it again and make a video on that one.
Yeah,
weirdly that's one of the ones I'm most excited about doing next year.
Okay.
Is there anything that you're quite excited to do next year?
Well, we've recently filmed a video that is, because of the schedule, is going to be released in our third year, that I'm very excited about. And that is it's going to be released in spooky season, because it is a spooky season film. I cannot wait. I'm very proud of the video, even though I've not seen the finished cut yet. But I'm very excited for y'all to see it.
Anyone that thinks that I interrupt Sam, wait till you see this video. The monologue that I let Sam go on is insane, but it is for good reason, because everything you were saying is.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, is very good.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. If all goes to plan, we should be doing Dead Snow around Christmas. Yeah,
that's true. We got a couple of really good ones. Christmas is an interesting one, because I think last year we vacillated between, how many should we do a Christmas themed movie every week in December, and this year I think we've decided we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a break. We're going to do some Christmas movies, but just generally, other than that, like winter themed films.
So you don't want to do the other 4 Silent Night Deadly Nights?
I would rather not right now. I'd rather, pacing is important with them. So yeah, we got a few really good ones actually coming up for December. Yeah.
We're also doing Leprechaun next year.
We are, but that's that's March. we can deal with that.
I can't wait.
Yes, I know you can't.
I bought the box set.
Yeah, you did.
Are you going to let me do Critters next year?
I don't know. We'll see. I have a fondness for Critters 3.
I put my phone down. We're not doing Tremors until we do Critters.
But why would you? Are you going to commit to that?
I might. We'll see.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, loads of fun ones. Obviously, we actually have one come up, which was a comment suggestion. Night of the Comet. We're going to be doing in December, because weirdly the Thursday when we release lands on December 16th, I believe, which is the date that the film occurs on. So it's like, well, we have to do.
We got to do it.
We got to do it. So I'm really excited to do that. So always suggest us films. We've got a long list of Scooby-Doos that we need to, and another Scooby-Doo that has been filmed. It's got Boo Brothers coming out next month. Keep suggesting films to us, because we have a long list.
There's
we do watch them, and we have a few things planned based on recommendations, which I love, and that's been the best part of the last year.
Yeah.
Has been seeing familiar names pop up and being able to chat. It's like if they watch us, they know exactly who they are. I love it whenever you guys pop up.
Yeah.
I love being at that, like having conversations with the same people.
Yeah.
And I love how passionate people get.
I do.
Especially when it's a film that people don't like, it kind of gets a bit grating.
It's the same comments time and time again.
Same comments time and time again. But when someone's really passionate about it,
absolutely.
I love it. When we see a paragraph like this about why they love something, where people were when they watched it, that's the stuff that we love.
That's something I've really enjoyed seeing, just in the last year, is just seeing, the engagement grow.
Yeah. I said the Ghostwatch one had a load of interesting ones about how people...
Remember it.
People that remember it, because also we weren't around for it. Mm-hmm. So we really enjoyed having... being able to hear some of those experiences.
Yeah, absolutely. We love it. We love it. And it is really nice seeing the, familiar names, familiar usernames pop up every now and again. It's nice, we're growing a little community, which is really lovely.
So, you got any more notes?
Do I have any more notes?
I can't end a video without saying if you got any more notes.
Thank you for, the fact that we never got any backlash against our Friday the 13th ranking, because I was seriously expecting it.
Oh yeah, first ranking video. We've got
First
a couple
ranking
more.
video, that was great.
I think we're
loved it.
hoping to do a Chucky one next year.
Yeah, we need to. I think we're hoping to conclude the film series of Chucky.
Oh, we filmed that. Yeah, that's another one coming out next month. We have
Yes.
Beyond the Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky.
Yeah, that was great.
Took us much less time than did they do all the Friday the 13th.
It did, yeah.
So
yeah, more rankings in the future.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, guys. This has been a very fun year, and I'm very happy with how far it's come. That's the point. Like, we do this because it's fun. We don't gain anything financially from doing this. This is just it's just enjoyable. It's a hobby, and it just gives us an excuse to watch films that we want to watch, buy them on Blu-ray, buy merch. I saw this and I had to get it because through all our Scooby-Doo videos, I've not had a Scooby-Doo T-shirt.
No.
We need a mystery machine.
We do need a mystery machine.
Absolutely need a mystery machine. We will see you next week for a regularly scheduled programming. We will see you again at the end of Year 3. I butchered that ending a little bit, didn't I?
They get the gist.
Bye.